Good morning, students. In previous classes, we have discussed the first chapter of geography textbook, that is resource. Dear students, today we can discuss some of the important questions from the chapter resource. Let me discuss one by one. Okay. So we can go to the first question. First question. Why are resources distributed unequally over the earth? What is the meaning of the question? Why the distribution pattern of earth is different? Some of the resources which found in our country, it is not found some other part of the world. Why it is different? Now gold deposit not much found in our country, but we are getting much iron deposit. Why the distribution pattern is unequal? That is the question. Am I right? Listen here. What is the answer? The distribution of resource depending upon number of physical factors such as terrain, climate and altitude. So different factors affecting the distribution pattern of resource. Here you can see the pulse of the answer, terrain. Here climate and altitude. This kind of physical factors affecting the distribution pattern of resource. That's why the distribution of resource are varying from one area to another area. Okay. So here this is the pulse of the answer. Okay. So these are the different factors which affecting the distribution pattern of resource. Hope you understand. Okay. Then we can go to next question. So listen. Next question is, what is resource conservation? We already discussed what is resource conservation. Okay. Resource conservation means using resources carefully and giving them time to get renewed. That is called resource conservation. Resource conservation means when we use the resource, we have to take care and we have to give priority for future generation and give time to get replenished. For renewal, we have to give time. So such kind of utilization of resource, it is called resource conservation. Okay. Now that is carrying the resource while we using the resource. Hope you understood. Okay. So your answer should be this one. Resource conservation means using of resource carefully. Here is the pulse of this answer. Using the resource carefully and giving to get renewed. Okay, giving time to get renewed, that is called resource conservation. Okay, then we can go to the next question. Why human resource important? Why human resources important? What is the importance of human resource? Okay, so we can check the answer of this question. All of you look carefully. The human resource means man itself considering as a resource, that is called human resource. Human beings, they have a lot of skills. So they have skill, they know the technology, this kind of skill and abilities utilizing to produce new resources. Okay, so that's why human resources are important. Look the answer. Human resources are important because they can make the best use of natural resource to another type of resource. The human resource, what is the meaning? Meaning is the human resource can convert natural resource into other form of resource. That the human beings can convert natural resource into other form of resource. In simple term, human resource can convert natural resource into human made resource. So that is a skill of human being. That's why it is important. Then second point, the human resource they can utilize. They can human beings can apply their knowledge, skill, and technology on natural resource. So no, animals cannot apply technology. The human beings, they can apply their knowledge, skill in utilizing the resource. So that's why human resources are important. First point, human resource is important because human resource can use the natural resource and they can convert natural resource into other form of resource. So they can utilize best form of they can ensure the best form of utilization. Second thing, human and animal different because human being can apply their knowledge, their skill and technology over the natural resource. So we can ensure the maximum utility. Okay, that's why human resources are important. Hope it is clear for you. Okay, then we can go to the next question. What is sustainable development? So answer is given here, even though in our own words we can write what is sustainable development. Sustainable development means development take place without harming the environment and take care in the needs of future generation. So that is called sustainable development. When we are using the resource, we have to take care of the future generation and it should not affect the environment. Now such kind of development is called sustainable development. In other words, it is given balancing the needs to use resource and also conserve them for future. That's why that same thing we told. Development take place without harming the environment and meet the requirement of future generation. Hope it is clear. Okay. Development take place without harming the environment and meet the requirements of future generation. Now such a development is called sustainable development. I hope it is clear for you. Okay. Then we can move to the next question. Now some of the one word question is here. You may get some options and you have to opt most suitable answer from the options. Okay. Which one of the following is human made resource? So in this chapter we discussed what is natural resource, what is human made resource, what is human resource. Okay. Then look the options: medicine to treat cancer, spring water, tropical forest. Tropical forest, it is what? Natural resource. Tropical forest, it is natural resource. Spring water, it is natural resource. And medicine to treat cancer, it is developed by the human beings. So that's why it is an example of human made resource. Hope it is clear. Okay. Then we can go to next question. Complete the statement. Biotic resources are, okay, biotic resources are derived from living things, made by human beings, derived from non-living things. Okay. So let's hear answer. We know what is biotic resource and what is abiotic resource. All living things it is called biotic resource, all non-living things it is called abiotic resource. It is very simple, right? Okay, listen here. Then here biotic resource means it is derived from living things. It is very simple, right? Okay. Then we can move to the next question. This kind of question may be asked for your examination. Differentiate between potential resource and actual resource. So whenever asking this kind of a question, you must draw two columns. First column potential resource, second column actual resource. Then you must compare these two two resources. Okay, so let's say here, what is the thing? A resource whose entire quantity is not known, it is potential resource. We don't know the quality and quantity. So potentiality is there, but we don't know the quality and quantity. It is not surveyed yet, it is not have been utilized yet. Such kind of resource is called potential resource. So we don't know the quantity and quality of resource. Okay, so let's say here, resource whose entire quantity is not known, it is potential resource. Then when we discuss about actual resource means resource whose quantity is known. We know it is surveyed well how much quantity is available, and we are utilizing the resource very efficient manner. Such kind of resource is called actual resource. So now issue. Then next point, they are not being used at present. At present we do not have been utilized yet. At present we are not utilizing. So that's why it is potential. Potentiality is there, but we do not have been utilized yet. Then they are being used in present. At present it is using. We know the quantity and quality of actual resource. Another one, technology improves their use in future is possible. Now when the technology is improving, the extraction of potential resource possible, otherwise it is not possible. The present technology not adequate to extract potential resource, but here actual resource, present technology, it is enough to extract the actual resource. Here available technology is used to use this resource. Okay, then next point also we discussed, at present technology not adequate to extract this resource, and the present level of technology is enough to utilize actual resource. Then we discussed some of the example. Okay, so that example also we can include this question. Okay, so uranium found in Ladakh, in Jammu Kashmir, uranium found, but we do not have been utilized yet, but in future we can use this resource. This uranium we can extract from Ladakh. Ladakh is an isolated area, that's why we are not utilizing uranium from Ladakh. Okay, so that is one example. Another example you can take, that is dark soil or black soil. We are utilizing the possibility of black soil in our country. So black soil in India, iron deposit in India, and bauxite in India, these all are examples of actual resource. We know the quantity and we surveyed the quantity and quality of actual resource. Okay, this kind of 5 points you can use to compare potential resource and actual resource. Okay, it is very simple, may be asked for 5 mark question in your examination. Okay, then another question, you have to compare, differentiate between ubiquitous resource and localized resource. Okay, so let's see here, we know what is ubiquitous resource and what is localized resource. Resource which found everywhere, it is called ubiquitous